Hey guys, in this video I got every achievement in Atomfall, which means I got all the collectibles, unlocked all 6 endings, and made some extremely questionable decisions along the way. Atomfall set in 1950s Britain after a secret government experiment called Oberon goes sideways. The country's quarantined, weird cults pop up, and you wake up in a bunker with no memory, and you have a very weird telephone telling you to destroy everything. Let's go through the achievements, the endings, and everything in between. So at the start of the game we wake up in this government bunker with no memory, no info, and all we have is a dying scientist asking me why I'm here. Naturally I tell him to give me his keycard and piss off because we have better things to do than save this guy's life. So welcome to the first area of the game, Slat Dale. After some exploring we come across the first achievement in the game. We get this by throwing a weapon and killing this guy while he's about to throw a Molotov. Very lucky. So after going through some caves, we come across this metal detector, and this gets us our second achievement of the game. Welcome to Wyndham. This is the main city in this area and is home to the Protocol soldiers, aka the army, aka the mafia. They control this area and crime is forbidden, so we need to be careful. There's 2 achievements we're going to do first, then we're going to talk with our first of many main NPCs in the game, Captain Sims. So the first achievement we do here is find and kill 10 garden gnomes. The second achievement is to be British, basically. Gotta consume these 3 things in 30 seconds. So now we meet Captain Sims, a man who still believes in the rules despite being surrounded by all this shit going on. He's one of the 6 possible ending characters, but we'll get to that in a bit. He tasks us with solving a murder mystery which we've already cracked, and then he lets me interrogate Dr. Garrow, a scientist in the prison that knows way too much about what's going on. Welcome to Skethermoor, the second area in the game. We've got 2 achievements to get to before we get to Dr. Garrow. Here's the first one for talking to 5 barter and people. Okay, on our way to the military base, there's a bunker in here, and we'll get the signal director from here, which is a very important item that we need to continue the game. So this is me breaking into the armory now, and also the first use of the signal director. Basically you can use it to disable robots and route power to like different doors and stuff like that. So this is one of 4 access points to the interchange we'll have to access from all the sites to power up all the data sites. We get an achievement from entering the big door now. Now that we're inside, we're going to make our way to the first data storage. This is data storage Bravo or B, and we're going to power this up and now on to the next part. So now we have 3 quick achievements, all to do with this big robot. First we need to disable it by shooting the red canisters on its back. Once that's done, we go behind it and yank the battery out, and that gives us the first achievement. So reloading the save now, we're going to now put the battery back in the robot for another achievement. And we're going to reload the save again, and now we're going to destroy the robot entirely, giving us another achievement. Next achievement's for opening 5 doors with a signal redirector. The next achievement's for picking up 50 notes. These are actually very important. They basically tell you how to play the game and what to do. This one's for activating the second storage, data storage Delta. So now we're saving Dr. Garrow. Even though we're not doing Dr. Garrow's ending this playthrough, we have to free her for Dr. Holder's ending, which we'll talk about soon. Anyway, this is me freeing Dr. Garrow. We have made our way to data point Charlie now, so now that's 3 out of the 4 powered up. This is me finally getting enough materials to upgrade my weapon and get this achievement. So after powering the 3rd data site, a voice is played over the tannoy. This character we're hearing is called Joyce, and this is one of the endings we will be doing later on. Joyce asks us to turn on all the radio towers in the area, which we will be doing as we need her ending. On the way to the first tower we get an achievement for killing 10 enemies with throwing weapons. Now we pick up the next 2 achievements that are related to the metal detector, which is pick up 10 caches and find 5 lunchboxes. This is also when we find the second tower and activate it. We've only got 1 more tower to go to make Joyce happy and let us escape with her. So now we meet Dr. Holder for the first time. He tasks us with going into the medical lab and find the sample 1, which I assumed was the first patient infected with the blue shit. He gives us some steroids as well to help us survive for longer in the radiation. Dr. Holder is also one of our endings, more on him later. So now we are grabbing this sample 1 from the blue shit and we'll be heading into the medical tunnels now. This is where we find the growth stimulant. It tells us to find Mother Jago, the Queen of the Druids, and she will tell us what to do next. This is also another ending, and we will be doing this ending first. This is Mother Jago. She asks us to give her the growth stimulant. If I was playing through the game normally, I would have told her to piss off, but because I'm here for all the achievements, I have to give it to her. Mother Jago tells us to go to the speaking cave and talk to the voice thing. Before we get there though, we have 2 more achievements to get. One for getting 12 skills. The other achievement is for picking up all these audio logs. So now we are in the speaking cave, and this is the wooden structure we have to talk to. Basically, it tells us Oberon is a god and we have to give it the growth stimulant and then sacrifice ourselves to the pit in order to escape this place. Mother Jago is waiting for us outside. After this dialogue, Mother Jago's ending is now ready to be completed. Before we head back and prep the rest of our endings, I get this achievement for hitting a grenade with a cricket bat. On the way back, we also turn on the last data site Alpha. It is time now to prep all our endings. First we tell Captain Sims it definitely wasn't us who broke Dr. Garo out of prison. This preps Sims' ending, and we will be doing that in a little bit. On to Dr. Holder now. We tell Dr. Holder where Dr. Garo is now, and his ending is now ready to go. Now it's time to go to Oberon and end the game. First we turn up to interchange just in time to see Dr. Holder kill Dr. Garo. He doesn't actually explain why, and we don't care either, so anyway we turn all the power on and that opens the door to Oberon. We also get an achievement for this. The path to Oberon isn't that exciting, so I just ran through it, so I've sped up the gameplay to not waste any time. Anyway, once you get to Oberon, you see this big purple thing in the middle of the room. That's apparently Oberon. Yeah, it's a bit underwhelming, but it's what it is. And yeah, this is where we need to make a save and complete our different endings. On to the first real ending now. We're giving this machine the growth stimulant, hitting a lever to activate it, and then running all the way back the way we came. This is Mother Jago's ending, by the way. On the way back, we pick up 2 more achievements. This one's for killing 6 people with 6 bullets with a revolver, and this achievement's for killing 5 people with a single grenade. And this is some footage of me getting lost on the way back. This is literally 5 minutes of content of me not able to find out where I was going, and I ended up crashing out. So I finally figured out where to go and started heading over to it. This is a live reaction of me finally figuring it out. I cannot fucking believe it took me 10 minutes to find the entrance to this ending. I don't even care about this anymore. Genuinely, I'm actually so fucked off right now, it's insane. Anyway, with my crash out over, it's time to jump off the side of this cliff and leave this place. Also just wanted to add, this is such a bad ending, like there's actually no chance that you would do this if you're playing through the game casually. So now we're on to Dr. Holder's ending now. So instead of the growth stimulant we put in the poison, and we do the same run back we did before. Dr. Holder tells us to meet him in the medical tunnels, which we do, and we can exit this place. Just wanted to say this is my favourite ending, and it's the one I most likely would have ended up doing if I was doing a casual playthrough. So, on to Joyce's ending now. So we poisoned the Oberon instead of blowing it up like Joyce asked. However, if we ask her very nicely, she tells us we can leave with her if we kill Dr. Holder and get his notes. So obviously I killed him, ran all the way back to Joyce, who then knocked me the fuck out. I'm assuming Joyce was military and not a journalist like she said she was. Who would have thought? So now for the phone ending. I genuinely have no idea what the phone is, who it is. I didn't pick up the telephone the entire run for another achievement. So I legit have no idea what it is and why it's helping us. Anyway, we go to the phone, which is in the bunker we first woke up in, and he gives us the old gas trick that puts us to sleep / kills us. I don't really know why. Now for Captain Sims' ending, we literally just walked to his helicopter and he lets us leave with him because he believed we didn't help Garo escape. He talks about eating an omelette outside of this place. I'm really happy for him. I genuinely think this is probably the good ending. It seems like Sims and his soldiers were actually doing what was best for this place. Here's me getting the last comic book for the achievement, which is another collectible. And this achievement I also got in game, but somehow I lost the footage for it. Anyway, here's that achievement. And now you're probably thinking, Jack, you said there were 6 endings, you've only done 5. Yes, you're right, and that's because for the last 3 achievements we have to speedrun the game in under 5 hours. I bet you also guessed that we're also using Dr. Garo's ending, which is ending number 6, and I bet you also guessed that the other achievement is for not picking up the phone. Also, before we go over the last ending, I want to give a big shout out to Huff the Hedgehog and Belundo152. They set the path for this and I just executed it. If you're wondering how long it took me for the speedrun, it was about 1 hour and 20 minutes, so this run is elite. I have included the full speedrun in the unlisted video in the description if you care. So the last ending, Dr. Garo. I believe she's the villain in all of this. If you choose to leave with her, you skip most of the game, which is why we've done this at the end for the speedrun. She wants you to get a sample from Oberon and give it to her, and you can both leave peacefully. However, in my opinion, it's not a true ending, as you haven't actually stopped Oberon or even discovered what it was if you did this on your first playthrough. Anyway, that's how I got all the achievements in Atomfall. Here's a screenshot of the completion and the time taken. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more. That's it from me. Bye.